Hey guys, all right, so this week's box office report. Really slow week. It's always going to be a challenge as far as titles coming out during Super Bowl weekend. But hey, good news for Dogman because it actually repeats with 13.7 million. Good for number one. Repeats, something that something that the Chiefs don't know anything about as far as this year. But yeah, repeat as box office champ. This movie has already a domestic total of $54 million, which when you're talking about this type of animation, it's pretty surprising. It doesn't really have any real competition as far as from a family standpoint. Moana's already gone down. Sonic's already fading out. Mufasa's even losing a little bit of steam. But yeah, not too bad. Overseas, it did a little better with $4.4 million. And that's on par with like Kung Fu Panda 3, Trolls 3, Boss Baby, and so forth. At number 2 is Hard Eyes. $8.5 million. Okay, so I got a little bit of glimpses of this movie. The holiday thing, Michael, I don't know what you created, but the holiday thing with the slashers, we already had My Bloody Valentine. I would have actually preferred to have the freaking miner back instead of this character. But I'll just give credit where credit is due. The character design of Hard Eyes is actually pretty freaking cool. The kills are pretty freaking cool. You go back to Thanksgiving, or you go back to recently with Terrifier 3. Horror's on a freaking tear. We're trying to continue that momentum that we had with last year's Long Legs, Terrifier 3, Substance, and Smile 2. What this thing lacked was some really good writing and directing. The writing and directing in this movie was not good, man. I mean, there are scenes where the dialogue and the actions of the characters is just cringeworthy, and it throws off everything about this movie. But luckily, you have a character design of Hard Eyes to really, really be compared to Jason Voorhees. So that, I'm going to give you a pass. The kills were freaking great. But hey, oh man, it was a tough watch on some scenes. It was kind of cringe, like I said. But hey, good for 8.5 million. We'll see how it does on Valentine's weekend. Love Hurts at number 3. This is actually in the tradition of a Nobody, maybe a little bit of John Wick. Maybe even you can even throw Taken in there. But you get Ki Huy Kwan in his first leading man role, and that in itself is actually really noteworthy. The guy's been around for years as far as being a child actor, winning the Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once. But you saw this opportunity to bring him in as a leading man in this martial arts, unexpected martial arts, choreography that was pretty intense, pretty cool. Really surprising. I didn't see Key doing this kind of thing, which was actually pretty cool. But anyway, not cool enough. 5.8 million domestically, 6.8 worldwide. Could have been a little better. The Rotten Tomato scores is not looking good, and even the audience scores is not really that good either. But hey, that was good for number 3. At number 4, it's actually Mufasa. This thing came out December 20th, and between the going head to head with Sonic 3, it has sustained its momentum as far as the family audience, and it continues to really do well. 235 million so far domestically. That actually beats Sonic at 233 million. But that's good for number 4, 3.9 million. Not that big of a fan of Mufasa, but the work that went into it, you can't deny it. It's actually pretty cool to see. At number 5 is Companion. I liked it better when it was called Ex Machina, but hey, either way, I'm a big fan of Sophie Thatcher, so she was fantastic in Heretic. So I think that the whole concept behind Companion is pretty interesting, but it's kind of been done a little bit. I actually do look more forward to Megan 2, but we'll see how this goes. $3 million for that one, 15 so far. in the last 2 weeks that it's been out. And surprisingly, entry was becoming Led Zeppelin with 2.6 million. That was actually at number 7. One of them days was at number 6 with 3 also. And becoming Led Zeppelin really didn't have too much of marketing or anything behind it, but it still has a following. You know, that's a Hall of Fame iconic group. So pretty cool. Dud of the week. What do I have as dud of the week? I really don't have too much of dud of the week except maybe Hard Eyes. My gosh, man, the Hard Eyes writing and directing was just so bad. Like I love the kills and I love the character design, but it's just watch it. Leave it in a comment below and let me know what you think if you've seen this movie. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, all right. Up next, hey, you know what? That was the calm before the storm. Up next is Captain America: Brave New World. I'm going back and forth on it, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier was kind of, for me, you know, it was one part I liked it because, you know, obviously I love the characters. I think Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie are fantastic. But on the other end, you know, there's certain things and certain elements about that show that I really didn't relate to, or it wasn't believable for me. And now this Brave New World, the thing that I'm actually looking forward to is, well, obviously how it's going to go into Thunderbolts, but also the trying to tie the loose ends of Eternals. So that looks like that's going to be addressed. And then we got Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. What is the sustainability of that? I mean, he's 80 years old. You know, William Hurt was a little younger than him, but you know, he's 80 years old. He cannot return, and then that character's going to get recasted again. So I'm curious to see what that's going to be like, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. Leave it in the comment below and let me know if you saw any of the movies that made the top 5 there. And yeah, tell me what you think about Hard Eyes.